Hello guys, in this tutorial we will gonna learn together how to build a role and permission system in Laravel. So I'm gonna show you the project I have done and I have finished it. So this is the project I can say almost finished it. And we will gonna try to learn and do it together step by step. In this tutorial we're gonna learn how to build like this role system, which you can create roles. So here in the left side we have the role, users, and posts. So every user can have a role. Like if we go to users here, I have created these users and I have assigned it to them a role, and each role has various permissions. Like this in this case we have this user with admin role, which has full permission. We have a manager, which has permission to create, view, update and delete users. We have a content editor, and we have a normal user which has these permissions, each of them. Okay, so I'm gonna show you here. Here we have a simple CRUD which allows you to create roles. As you can see here in this column, we have the roles, we have the slug, which will be used in the code to be able to allow certain users to, depending on the role, and so this slug is for roles, but we have slugs for the permission as well. We're gonna see. So to be able to do this in Laravel, we will gonna need to use gates and policies. So if we go to the browser and we go to this link, here we can see here we have gates which can be created like this. You see, this will be the slug we're gonna use for gates, and we have policies, which if we go a bit down, create policies, and we have as well we can use like directives. Well, don't worry if you don't understand what I'm trying to say here, because if you didn't touch any of those, like gates and policies and directives and middleware in Laravel, it's not gonna make sense now if I'm trying to explain you. But once we're gonna start and build this step by step, we're gonna use each of them, and you're gonna have a better understand how this works in Laravel. Okay, so as I said, here we have these roles with permissions, and we can create another role. For example, let's say we want to create a shop manager, which will be probably in our next course. Like for example, we can create a shopping cart, and we need a role of shop manager and whatever the shop needs, permission roles. Anyways, so we can create a shop manager. As I mentioned here, we already have a shop manager. I'm gonna delete this and show you how you can create this. So let me try again, because this is just example. The main reason we are doing this example is just for testing. And then we create the role shop manager. The slug will be created through the JavaScript jQuery automatically. We can update this if we want to add something else, but we can leave it like this. And then here we can add permissions, and the permissions we need to add them separated by comma. So for example, we can do create product. This is a permission which we can have. We add comma, and then let's say view product. Okay, another one which will be update. and we can add as well delete. Okay, so now we have this role, shop manager, which has these permissions. Well, we can assign one of these permissions, but as I said, we can create as many permissions we want, because these permissions, the slug of these permissions, I'm going to show you, we're going to need it, and we're going to use it in the code to allow gates denied. You're gonna understand better when I'm gonna use this, but at the moment I'm gonna show you how this works. Yeah, so if I do submit now, you can see I have created again this shop manager, and we can create more if we want. We can edit these ones, whatever you like to do. So this is one step: create roles, create permission, assign permission for each role, and then if we go to users, here we can assign these roles and permission to user. Yeah, so let me, for example, I'm logging in as an admin. As you can see here, this is green background. This means specify the user I'm logging right now. I just add this background just to make sure I know. I can see here I am logging with this test admin, but for easy to be easier to see it, I just add the background with so if I log in with different one, I'm gonna have the green background to the user I'm logged with. Okay, so let's create another user. For example, if I do here like let's say test I don't know, let's test 4. I think test 4. Let me just go back. So there is no test 4, just for testing. Yeah, let me just do test 4, and then I will add the email. So this form has as well validation. If I submit, you see this is client validation, but I have as well, the server validation. And I will add the password to this one, and just confirm the password. And now here we can see the roles. If I select this is all the roles we have. So anytime we create a new role, will be added here. We can see it here. Okay, so let me select shop manager, for example. I can select this, and now we can have the permissions as well. With the permissions, the permissions will appear here every time we create or we add permissions to role. When you select it here, will gonna appear here as well. Okay, so now if I just select some of them, let me select just those two, create and view, and I'll do submit. Okay, so now I have this user, which is a shop manager and has permission to create product and view products. And it's just, this is for testing right now. Yeah, but we're gonna have it maybe in future we're gonna use it. And you can edit it as well. So for example, it appears now with the permissions and roles this user has. So if I want to change this, I need to just select again shop manager, and now I can add more options to it. Yeah, so I just click submit, and now you can see here has more permissions. Yeah, so this is how the roles and permissions, how can I assign to a user. So let me show you how this works, because it's already built in. So for the permissions and roles I have already here for this first four, it's added to the code, and we can use it. Yeah. So let me try to log in with each of these users, and we can see how some of the options on the dashboard will gonna appear or disappear depending on the permissions and roles those users have. Okay, so let me say now I am logged with admin. And this admin has everything. I can see roles, I can see users. Yeah, I can do everything I want. I can create. Okay, but let me just log in with this one, test 1. Let me just make this smaller. Okay, so I made this smaller to be able to see it full. Okay, so let me I will copy this, and log out, and this will be a manager. Yeah, I will log in again, just paste this, put the password, and now if I log in, as you can see here, I'm logged in with a manager, and here in the left side I don't see the roles. That's because this manager doesn't have permission to edit the roles or create or whatever. Yeah, because he doesn't have these permissions, but I can create users and posts. Yeah, so if I go to users, first of all, I cannot see the admin here. So this is one of the functionality I have had. If you are not admin, you cannot see admin, because I don't want to I don't want any of the users, even manager, I don't want to see or touch the admin user. Yeah, okay, so this manager, just for testing, I choose to he's able just to edit users, create users. If I go to posts, he just can see the posts. He can create, but he cannot edit and do other things. The other person or user is the content editor, which he will be able to do that. Okay, so let me try to log in with this one as well. I will log out first and then log in with this. This will be the content editor. Yeah, so as you can see, this content editor doesn't have permission to see the roles either, but has all other permission. Yes, if I go here, you can see I'm logged in with this user, which is content editor, and if I go to post, I can edit each of the any post. Yeah, so here you can see the user. This user column specify which user create the post. So this is test 1, test 2, test 3. So the manager, the admin, and the content editor has permission. If he wants, he can see all the posts. Yeah, and he can edit it. Well, the content editor and the admin can edit and delete any post, but the manager, I didn't allow to do that. What I want to try, I'm trying to say that a simple user can see. If I log in with this test 3, this is a user. This user, he will be able to see just his posts he created. He will not be able to see any other posts from other users, which this is another functionality based on the role and permission he has. Yeah. Let me show you another thing what this content editor can do. For example, you can see this green icon here. This specify the post is live, which is published. So this is one of the things he can do. For example, if I edit this one, I have this checkbox, which if I uncheck it and check it, so this is using Ajax, and this is updating, and this if I'm check this box will be live, so will show in the front end. If I go here, I will be able to see it here. Otherwise, I'm not able to see it. Yeah, so this is another functionality. We're gonna see how we can create. Okay, so let me try the user, and we can see as well how he will not be able to see. He will not be able to see the users either. Yeah, so he cannot see users. Let me just show you that. And if I log out and log in again with this one, which is a simple user, now as you can see here in the left, he cannot access roles and users. He just can create posts. So this is if I go to post, you can see as well he can see just his posts. So this is his post, but other posts he cannot see or do anything else. He just can create and view. If I click here, I can see the post he created, you know, and I can create another post and so on. But I can't, he cannot, for example, if I create, I don't know, just do this and choose an image. I'm gonna choose an image, and just for testing, I am able to create that, but I'm not able to publish that. So if I do submit, it says it's created successfully, but it's not having this green. This means it's not published. So I have to wait for admin or for a content editor to publish this post to the front end. Yeah. So I think this course, because it will be a course, will have enough to show you how you can create a role and permission system in Laravel. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next video tutorials, where I will break down all this and show you how I build this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. If you like this video, please give a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to our channel.